Monday Mystery Game.
How about that? Who was that? That was none other than Tim Kitzrow of NBA Jam and Blitz doing our new intro. We got more coming. We've been talking a lot with Tim. Very excited for his first time out here. Very happy about that. Been working on that. Some guitar work for that. Pretty happy about it. So that's Tim Kitzrow on there. He's going to be doing our intro every week. You know, I've been listening to that all weekend long. I'm pretty happy with it. But there'll be more coming. So today, thank you everybody for being here. This is Doc Mack from the Galloping Ghost Arcade out in Brookfield, Illinois. Today is Monday, January 20th, 2020. We are here with yet another Monday Mystery Game. This time number 751 going on the arcade floor. Crazy day here at the arcade. Last week we put out Half-Life 2 Survivor. Outrageously rare. Great to see everybody really enjoying that on the original dedicated Vuelix Half-Life 2 cabinet. We had a lot of people excited for it. The post went crazy on Instagram and Facebook, so we appreciate everybody sharing that, getting the word out that it is here. We had some interesting scoring issues with it because the way it tracks a score, Jeremiah easily had the top score in it. We're going to figure out the other ones. So the current standings for the 10X Championship are same as they were last week right now. Maurice Smith in first place with 11 big points, followed by Pete Gores with 9 points. And in third place, tied with Jimbo Slice and Jamie Tibbetts, 7 points. Interesting to see. I don't see Jamie here today, so we will see who is going to walk away with the first place win on this, and second place and third place. It's been an absolutely crazy day. We've got some cool people here this week. We've had Billy Mitchell of King of Kong fame was here earlier today. He was Jimbo Slice was talking to him on the phone. Great having Billy out here. He's been here a few times. Of course, we have Fat Chris. Who's in from Maryland. He travels in. Such a generous guy. He's often sending pizzas to the arcade. Such a huge supporter. So happy that he could join us today on MLK, the MLK weekend. And thank you for being here. It's been awesome. We've had Jeff Lee was out here last week, creator of Qbert. And always awesome to have so many great people come in for the holidays. I see James is here. Thank you for traveling in from Indianapolis and spending their Monday with us. We've got some expansion news coming up, which we are so excited for. We're going to be tearing down our back room and adding about 18 new games. That construction could start as early as this week, so that will be... We're very excited for that. That'll be a very quick expansion, a small expansion, until we can knock this wall down and go into the Canton area. That's going to be going on, so that'll be unbelievable. Super excited for that. That'll be a lot of new space, a lot of new games, and it's coming. It's coming. We're moving the Galloping Ghost Garage. That'll be moving across the street to the old Al's Radiator building, and the interesting thing about that is we're going to be able to use some of that for parking for the Galloping Ghost Arcade. It's closer even than pinball, so more parking spots will be opening up there. So we will talk more about that soon, and very excited for that. Another thing I want to bring up, Larry DeMar, industry legend Larry DeMar, who's worked on so many amazing games, will be doing his charity stair walk for Laurie's Children's Hospital. He's going to be climbing 1,643 steps, raising money for children. He's done it for the last 4 years. We've been very happy to be able to support Larry on that. He's created so many amazing arcade games and video games, and worked on pinball, and it is an honor to be able to help him and his cause. So if you can, anything you can donate, Pete is posting the link there now. Very awesome. So if you can donate, even if it's $1, $10, whatever you can afford, please do. Larry's a great guy, and so awesome that he does the stair walk for the kids. So we're happy to support, and definitely if you can help too, that's great. As we've told the last few weeks, we are streaming exclusively on Twitch. We are official Twitch affiliate now, so we've had we're trying to expand things a little bit. You see the new intro, that we're going to keep working on that, add some more content. So definitely we appreciate the subscriptions and everything on Twitch, the donations. Expect a lot more cool stuff. Spread the word if you can share our stream. That really helps and is very much appreciated. We want to keep growing the stream, making it bigger and better for everybody, and that is very much appreciated. Going over to our scoring section, the Arcade Wars continues. Last month, we won Alien vs. Predator. This month, the game is Bubble Bobble, which we've seen people just going to town on. So many people putting up great scores. We just saw Bulldog put up a tremendous score. Very impressive, and more to come. So if you're coming in, put up a score on Bubble Bobble. It helps us with our competition against the One Up Arcade out in Australia. This time, though, there's not only Australia, there's 7 different venues that people are playing at. So there's going to be some ridiculous scores going in, and your help is very much appreciated on that. This past Thursday, we had industry legend Brian Colin out here, and the Joust Master, Lonnie McDonald, for the International Video Game Hall of Fame. Lonnie presented Brian with his award for the games that he has created. He's worked on so many games like Rampage and Zoackery, Xenophobe, Arch Rivals. Always an honor to have Brian out here. We got to work with Brian on Spectre Files, the Deathstalkers, great game. So cool to see everybody playing that and enjoying it. This Saturday, Pete and I went out for the 66 Games event, and we were presented our trophies. Pete, can you hand me the trophy? We got our awards for the International Video Game Hall of Fame, so we just want to take a second, thank the Hall of Fame for the wonderful awards and the accolades. It is very much appreciated. Pete got his. He had a great speech, and again, huge thanks to Lonnie McDonald for presenting to us, and it is very much appreciated to be acknowledged like that. A couple other things. So you heard our intro with Tim Kitzrow. This January 25th, so this Saturday, we are having an NBA Jam tournament, and it's going to be insane. Because not only are we doing tournaments, an NBA Jam Tournament Edition, and single player and teams, it's going to be awesome. But we are holding a Developers Day. So we have Sean Liptek will be here, John Hay, George Petro, Tim Kitzrow, who the NBA Jam, the voice of NBA Jam, and Mark Turmel, the creator of NBA Jam, will all be here sharing stories for Developers Day and an NBA Jam tournament. We're going to get Tim to do a little, probably some commentary. So do not don't miss it. It is going to be unbelievable. We love doing Developers Days. This one is going to be extremely special and a lot of fun. John Hay, who did the music, Sean Liptek, Mark Turmel. It is going to be phenomenal. Of course, George Petro, who all of them just legends within the industry, right here this Saturday starting at 4 p.m. So don't miss it. This Saturday, amazing NBA Jam event and Developers Day. Then on Friday the 31st at 6 p.m., we're going to be doing an online auction for PCBs, arcade boards. We've seen a lot of other places do online auctions. We're looking to join in on that. We've got so many crazy rare boards and cabinets and stuff. Doubles only, of course. Nothing out of the vaults, but some stuff that you'll be surprised to see. So don't miss that. We post an auction on that as well soon. One last thing, we want to make sure that you join us in August. The 7th, 8th, and 9th, we're hosting our T20 tournament. It's our big 20-game tournament that we hold every year. Then on that Monday, that's our anniversary week. On the 10th, we are going to be putting a game on the floor for Monday Mystery that is mind-blowing. So do not miss that. Then the 13th will be our actual 10-year anniversary. 10 years of this arcade. Thank you, Jimbo Slice. And we will coronate and crown the new Gamer of the Year. And then on the 15th, we're going to be holding a monumentous event here at the arcade. That's Saturday. Picture Developers Day. Picture the MK guys will be. We're going to have a lot of things going on here. So do not miss that 15th. Maybe some tournaments, some surprises for sure. But do not miss it because that is going to be phenomenal. So I've gone on long enough. I digress. I could go on for hours. But let's get to what everybody wants to see, and that's the Monday Mystery Game, number 751. So to do that, let's summon forth former Gamer of the Year to help with today's unveiling of the Monday Mystery Game and ask the question that must be asked. Pete, how was the weekend?
The weekend was amazing. Thank you. I spent about half of it with you and my wife. We were out in Bloomington, and it was amazing. I got my pin on today. Can you see it up there? It says inductee. You probably can't see it from that far. That's okay. Trust me. But yeah, I just want to say thank you for everyone that covered the arcade while we were out. I know Tom had a really long day here at the arcade, so thank you, Tom, for all of your efforts. They don't go unnoticed. Really appreciate it. And thanks, everyone, for cheering us on and supporting us.
Absolutely. I've talked to a lot of people here today. Thank you, everybody, for traveling in and spending your Monday with us. It is very much appreciated, as always. And now, let's show your Monday Mystery Game. What is it? Are you ready? It is Beastbuster's Second Nightmare. There you go. Released from SNK in 1999. Ours is in an original dedicated cabinet. So happy to have this here. Let's have Fat Chris up here. Fat Chris, you've been so good to this arcade. We found out you were coming. I knew this would put a smile on your face. Fat Chris, have you played Beastbuster's Second Nightmare?
I have not played it. I've only watched videos, and this game is gangster.
Well, I thought you might enjoy that. So, this is on the Hyper Neo 64 hardware, which is the step up from the Neo Geo. It's a cartridge based. It only supported one cartridge at a time, but not many arcades that have it. According to Orcade, there's only one other arcade that has it. So we are happy to join the ranks and have it here for everybody to enjoy. A little bit like House of the Dead, except it's got mounted guns. Shout out to Tall Nova, Nick, Paul H, Season Salt. Thank you all for being here. Star Castle Zookeeper, Mr. Pizza, Hyper Neo 64 hardware. It's definitely fun. It is tough. It is tough. Guns on it are pretty cool. They're big, robust. What you'd want to be taking on so many monsters all at one time. Stephen Lucas with a close guess of Beastbusters, but no. Beastbusters Second Nightmare. Nice try, but no. It is a better guess than Asterisks. So close, but no. Rehab Submarine, thank you for being here. Obi-Wan, thank you for being here. Definitely a cool game. This monitor in this is nice. Very, very crisp. Great looking monitor. Having a little bit of issues with it on the startup. Pearl, spent so much time trying to figure out what was going on with that cursor. And I think that's how it is. I'm watching videos of it, and there's a jitter to it. And yeah. Philly, yeah, that is, it is by design. It's just got that jitter. I was all concerned about it myself and spent a bunch of time trying to figure it out, and it shows through on other players' streams. Fat Chris gets the boss. What do you think?
That game is pretty fun. Like, the guns are amazing. I mean, it makes you think like you're playing Doom, but in real life. You know what I mean?
A lot of rumble on it.
Yeah. It's got a good clicking action. It's not too loud like a lot of the Terminator 2 guns, stuff like that. It's got a nice silent crack.
That is awesome. Very nice. Fat Chris enjoying it. Who's next? You want in? All right. You got next? Go. Jimbo Slice is in No Rush. It's pump action. Jimbo Slice, great at Chiller. Darren, thank you for being here. Who's played it? Anybody in the stream chat play it? Jimbo, have you played Beastbusters Second Nightmare?
No, but seems pretty interesting.
I know you've played a lot of light gun games. What's your favorite gun game?
All right, well, I can't tell a lie. When you had Gunblade New York,
You were playing that a lot.
yeah. Gun issues and nothing wrong, but you fix it. I mean, it's all there's several paths and they got to be choosy score wise and above and beyond. But I do like gun games. So I mean, like this, like
You're pretty well-rounded. You like a little bit of everything.
I try to be. I mean, this year is gonna be different. I mean, what do I expect? Well, I don't know if I should be saying this. I don't know if this is going to happen. I already submit. I mean, my dad and I have been well liked. He helped you and Pete and not help, but you understand. Organized levels. We've been at the time one. And I hope my parents are going to kill me for this. I submitted our form for on International Video Game Hall of Fame for 2020. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I know I don't want to get disrespect. I know I'm well liked here in the arcade. I changed a lot of stuff, my moods towards games that are, I mean, I have. I mean, whether...
Hold on one second, James. Don't forget Zombie Raid as well as another pump action shotgun game. People asking in the stream chat, what other pump action horror games are at Galloping Ghost Arcade? I played one. Zombie Raid, Carnival are two that stand out as the pump action.
What about Resident Evil?
That is not pump action. They're talking about shotgun.
Oh, okay. Well, is there any pump action? I don't.
So Jimbo Slice putting himself in for the International Video Game Hall of Fame with his father. Very awesome. The James, right?
Yeah.
James stepping up in from Indiana. His first time joining us. So happy to have him out here. So the forms to fill out to nominate people for the International Video Game Hall of Fame, whether it's industry people or players or community awards.
What did I do to
Let me run that down, and then just wait till the screen advances, then press start, and you should be good. Try pressing it one more time. And one more. There you go. And then one more. Are there more zombie-themed arcade games? We've got Resident Evil, Biohazard, Code Veronica here. We've got House of the Dead is another zombie raid. Carnival's got some zombies in it. Roundo asking, can we fix the Darkstalker's Vampire Savior screen? I will check that. Probably just needs a rejuvenation. Going to be doing that first thing in the morning. Carnival is such an amazing game. Yeah, Zombie Raid, amazing game. Super difficult. World record held by our very own Samuel Gates. Guy knows a lot about that game.
I was planning to make it a Saturday. Unfortunately, I've been bush directed at work.
Unfortunate, Jimbo.
Yeah, but that's not fine. I was here Sunday from 11 a.m. to 7:30. And, sorry.
It's all right.
CNK asking more about this auction. So we've got hundreds and hundreds of PCBs, control panels, all sorts of artwork. What'd you think?
It was fun.
You like it? That's awesome. That's awesome. James, the first time out here on a Monday playing Beastbusters Second Nightmare, your Monday mystery game, number 751. Ed's stepping up. Ed, have you played Beastbusters Second Nightmare?
No, I didn't even know it existed.
No, that's I like hearing that. I like putting out stuff that people aren't aware of. Get it out there. Get the names out there. I knew and was hopeful Fat Chris was going to enjoy this one. We were going to put it out a couple weeks ago. I was like, no, let's shift this around here and get it just right so that Fat Chris is the first one to play this. So happy that all worked out. You never know. You never know. Sometimes it's the last minute scramble and games that you're not expecting go up, but nice when it works out. Pretender 80, thank you for being here. Philly, yeah, come on out. We get people in from all over, coming in from Canada. That would be excellent. Let us know when you're coming. For those just joining us, today's Money Mystery game is Beastbusters Second Nightmare, released from SNK on the Hyper Neo Geo 64 hardware back in 1999. Ours is in an original dedicated cabinet. Original everything. Lots of action in this game. Zombies coming off of the roof. Hondo, thank you so much for subscribing. That is very much appreciated. Again, we are new to Twitch as far as our affiliate. We've been streaming on Twitch for a while, but just got our affiliate status, and very, very much appreciate the subscriptions. And we're going to keep making the stream bigger and better, so we're happy and honored to have you following us, and we're going to make it worth it for you. We're going to keep making it, adding things. A new game every Monday at 5 p.m. Central Time. We've done it for 4 years. No end in sight. 200 plus games in storage. So we'll be adding stuff for a long, long time. Rehab Submarine, did we have to scavenge parts together from other machines, or was this one all intact? This one pretty much arrived as is. I had worked on the monitor a little bit, cleaned it up a little bit. I forgot, I remember somebody brought this in, I believe from Ohio. Either And clear in stage 1. Ed, the first to do it. Tater salad, yes, 200 unique games in storage. BB8, who do we watch on Twitch? BBH. You know, I always catch the Ghost Battle series too. Shady and Tommy Waffles and everybody. I usually watch whoever Jeremiah is watching as well. But yeah, BBH, Anonymous, Jack Danger. Lots of great streamers out there. CNK, we are to the point where we've got some stuff in the expansion already. So we are at max. Those will be they're accessible now, but they'll be easily accessible as soon as we knock down the back room. That'll free those games back up. And then once we get the back room down, the Canton expansion, and there's a business behind the second and third buildings. Once we get that space, we should be able to have right around 1,000 machines all under one roof. We are so excited for that. But it'll be a little bit before we get the back area. Yeah, and then it adds them. How many pins are at pinball now? We have 40. Our most recent was the LE version of Elvira House of Horrors and Spirit, released from Gottlieb. 2 amazing games. Pretty happy with that pinball lineup. A lot of rare games. 2-player joust. Oh, Ed, going crazy on your Monday Mystery and Beastbusters Second Nightmare. Crazy good. Amazing run for Ed. What'd you think?
Oh, that was fun. Lots of fun.
That is awesome. Yeah. Jimbo Slice stepping up. Is that Norbert? Shout outs, Norbert. Thank you for being here. We're also joined by former Gamer of the Year, Chris Plackey. Tall Nova saying amazing game. I hope everybody's enjoying this Monday mystery game, Beastbusters Second Nightmare, released from SNK back in 1999. Todd saying Monster Bash and Aliens, part of his favorites down at Pinball. Oh, those are both great games. You can check out Galloping Ghost Pinball's list on Orcade, as well as the games list. You can see all 751 games that we have here. See all 40 games we have down at Pinball. Player WM86, you got to come out. Let us know when you're coming. Master Tech Ken Walker taking off for the evening. Norbert, we're still hammering out some of the details, maybe both. Kind of checking to see how many people are going to be here playing. So we're keeping it a little bit loose, but we'll have both set up. So FS Army. February 27th is your birthday? Definitely, come on out. Nick asking, do I play through all the games? I do. I played Beastbusters all the way through. Played it a few times. No, I did get the 1cc on it. I didn't get the 1cc on it. We're watching Jimbo Slice as he plays through Beastbusters Second Nightmare, released from SNK in 1999. Ours is an original dedicated cabinet. This is on the Hyper Neo Geo 64 hardware. Jimbo taking down that first boss. So the Hyper Neo Geo 64 hardware, kind of rare. You definitely don't see it all over the place. Not a ton of games. There's a Fatal Fury game on there. There's two Samurai Showdown games on there. There's a wrestling game called Bariki 64, Japanese wrestling game. There's some restaurants close by there. There's a lot of good dining choices around the arcade. Fine Thai, Tony's, Taco Stop, Danny's. Then a little bit more in town, you got Burger Antics. You got the Little Owl. Bariki 1. Sorry about that. I said Bariki 64. That is correct. Bariki 1. Is there a supermarket close by? Asked Stark's Castle Zookeeper. Yeah, not too far off. Jimbo Slice, what did you think? Is this your kind of gun game?
We'll see.
Nice. Chris Blackie, you heading up? Stepping up. Have you played Beastbusters Second Nightmare?
I have not. I've never even seen it. Just from what Fat Chris was telling me about the game, it sounds like a combination of Carnival and Dragon Gun.
Could see that. You could see that. Little
Gun because of the layout of the cabinet, and then Carnival for mechanics-wise, you have to cock back to reload.
former Game of the Year, Chris Blackie. A powerhouse at the arcade.
Definitely is. My God.
Jimbo Slice saying that's heavy. That's a heavy game right there. Norbert saying this is a good pick for today. Thank you. Chris Blackie. He's pretty familiar. I've seen him tear up some Lycan games. Definitely a good pacing to this game. Anti-Froda is saying we should be seeing at least stage 3. Strider, we will see you Saturday. Looking forward to it. Thank you so much for being here for the stream. It's loose. Yeah, we can put it on. Thank you. Super excited for this Saturday. NBA Jam Tournament and Developers Day. NBA Jam, such an iconic game. You know, Josh Shui, who worked on the Insert Coin documentary, they covered some NBA Jam stuff. We're going to have Mark Trammell, who's the creator of NBA Jam, will be here. Tim Kitzrow, who's the voice of NBA Jam, will be here. John Hay, who did the music. Sean Liptek and George Petro, everybody who worked on the game will be here for our Developers Day this Saturday at 4 p.m. Some legends of the industry. You will not want to miss it. The NBA Jam Tournament is going to be in, we're still figuring out NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Which one? We'll see. Singles, doubles. It's going to be awesome. Come be a part of it. Come meet some legends of the industry that have made some of our favorite games. Do not miss it. Of course, we'll be live streaming it. But if you're here, you can talk to them and ask them some questions about your favorite games, get some autographs. It is going to be fun, to say the least. Do not miss it. Going back out again? Lots of things to shoot in this game. Lots of power-ups. Lots of action. The enemies are just jumping out from everywhere. You can see Chris finding some hidden stuff too. See right there, you saw they were trying to rope-a-dope him. He knew what they were doing. One monster running off to the right. They get you shooting at him so you're not shooting at the two on the left. Chris saw through their tricks. He knew what they were doing. All right. Now, in this time, the markers light up. They give you about 5 seconds to clear the marker. 3 of them, he gets all 3. Nice. If you don't shoot them all before time runs out, then you're gonna take some damage. There it is. Clears it. 3. Gets all 3 cleared. Oh, he missed that one. But it gets him. Gets him. Very nice. Stage 2. Tearing it up. 237,920 so far. Stage 3 in the hospital. That's true. Fat Chris saying every zombie movie has a hospital scene. Oh, just swung right in. Those blood leeches. Uh-oh. Oh. Those zombie dogs. Chris putting up an awesome score. Very impressive. What's up next? Fat Chris? Fat Chris is going back up. AZF. First place, 245, 600. Fat Chris stepping up. What did you think?
I thought it's a lot of fun. I wouldn't be playing this a lot.
Are you?
Oh, yeah.
1cc?
Possibly. How many levels?
5, as I recall.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
Wait till you see the last boss. The last boss is pretty tough. They know it's the last boss. They're after cash at that point. Maybe it's 6 levels. I did not see any bonus stages in my playthrough. You never know where there's something hidden. CNK saying these games seem to have very specific parts and take abuse. Is that an issue? Well, it's a concern as these guns are rare. They're already missing the pump action. Each one only had 1/2 on them. So we are looking at reproducing those. Most everything else should be fairly durable. Like we could recreate and cast. If something did happen to the gun, we could recast it and have replacements made. But we normally have such a nice crowd here that's hopefully won't be an issue. We appreciate that people have a lot of respect for these games when they come here. And we would much rather put the time, effort, and money towards getting new games and keeping everything up and running than dealing with repairs. So it's it's very much appreciated that people treat these games with a lot of respect. Todd asking, will we have a podcast this week? I don't think so this week, but hopefully the following week we'll be back on track with our podcasts. Try to have a guest. Maybe we'll do one soon, just to catch up. Yeah, that's true. Yes. Oh. Hopefully there's some health somewhere.
Shoot him, shoot him.
There's some health.
Let me help you.
What's that?
Maurice, you want to run?
We're watching Fat Chris as he plays today's Monday mystery game, Beastbuster's Second Nightmare. Daz saying our favorite gun game has to be Gunblade New York. Absolutely amazing game. Oh, so close. So close. Minimal Noir saying the weather is cold here and this game is just what I needed. Watching Maurice step up to it.
I don't even know. Shout
See-
out to my lady Araya and my little man Hero at home right now watching. Honey, thank you for letting me come out. I love you so much. It's my future wife right there.
Maurice. Our very own Maurice stepping up to your Monday mystery game, Beastbusters Second Nightmare, released from SNK back in 1999 on the Hyper Neo Geo 64 hardware. You know, I love seeing all the different unique hardware that came out. This was kind of the next iteration. SNK, known for the Neo Geo, which was a cartridge-based arcade platform where just like the consoles that were coming out at the time, you could, in the Neo Geo though, you could have, there was a 1 slot, a 2 slot, a 4 slot, or a 6 slot Neo Geo. And for arcades, it made them very cost effective where you could just buy a cartridge, put it in the cabinet, and add more games to it, which was phenomenal. So many games on the Neo Geo system, for like King of Fighters, Samurai Showdown, King of the Monsters, Metal Slug. They tried to create a new piece of hardware where, again, you could have a cartridge-based system, and the cartridges on the Hyper Neo Geo were pretty large. They were like giant platters. They're like 12 by 12 inch silver discs or plates that you just like put on the top of the Hyper Neo Geo box. It was not JAMA though, which was interesting. Neo Geo was pretty much 1 slot, or was JAMA, except for the select button. Nick asking, do we have crossbow? We do not have crossbow on the floor yet. We do have chiller, but no crossbow. Pin shot, getting 1,000 extra points there. Blowing up those motorcycle guys. Pump to reload. Oh! You don't want that to happen. If you're on motorcycles, always be careful. As somebody who rides motorcycles, you don't want to be hit by a bus. Even with your helmet on. Pete's saying not without your helmet on. And even with or without your helmet on, you do not want to be hit by a bus that has got giant worm things coming through it. You don't want that. Middle Noir. So technically, this is on the Hyper Neo Geo 64 hardware and not the standard Neo Geo. Daz, I really like Silent Scope as well. Great game, great game. Todd saying the bus wins always. It is true. It is true. I've got that one. We'll answer that one. That one. We're not this week, but next week. Hopefully. If it's not on the floor yet, it's in the vaults for sure. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Maurice tearing it up on today's Monday Mystery Game. Beastbusters Second Nightmare. Stephen Lucas was pretty close. Huge shout outs to him. Seeing him this weekend at the 6 Games event. Always good to see Stephen. A very hardcore player. I think a lot of the regulars here are fortunate that he's not closer. Stephen Lucas. I think he would be tearing up scores here if he was able to get here more often. Yes. Again, huge shout outs and thanks to Tim Kitzrow, the voice of NBA Jam, for doing our new intro song. Hope everybody liked that. Oh, Maurice tearing it up. Middle Noir saying I'm going to dress in an arcade for Halloween and sneak myself into the vault. I've watched videos from Todd Tuckey, John Jacobson, and those guys from the free play barcades down south. I've watched them go into warehouse raids. How do they tell what's worth buying and what is garbage? You know, that's really where your gaming knowledge comes into play, because there's games that if you don't know what it is and you just walk right past it and you've missed something that's outrageously rare. And the fear of doing that kind of, for me, I had to know as many games as possible. I never wanted to miss a game. So very early on, I thought I had a pretty good knowledge of the games out there, but I really started exploring. A lot of the collectors around here in the U.S. don't explore the Japanese market or markets out of the country, and that was so instrumental for us to really grow the large collection of games that we have. Like, there's so many games like Gundhara and Gamshara and the other Darius games and Fallen Angels and just so many outrageously rare games. And talking to industry people and finding out games about like Argus and Arena, Primal Rage 2, and those were the crazy games that had the effort to do all the research that we've done not been done, we would have missed out on a lot of these crazy games. And it's so cool, games like Yuchuyo Daisuke-sen Chocovator Contactee, found out in Japan. Like, nobody was talking about that here in the U.S. And we brought 8 boards into the U.S. and we sent them to all these other arcades, and everybody's like, wow, this is a crazy good game. And then the collector market started to want it, and then we had a T20 tournament. One of the guys was in from Canada, did an amazing job at playing in the tournament, but fell in love with that game. And we gave him a free board. And it's like, here, go enjoy this. He made a cabinet for it. He spread the word about it. And it was so amazing. So amazing. I do like, Nick, I do like saying that title. Yuchuyu Daisuke-san Chocovator Contactee. And I always say the full name. Just like Daikaiju no Gaikushu, have to say the full thing. But that's another one. Daikaiju no Gaikushu, which is being a huge Godzilla fan, as I am. Like seeing that, you can't get any closer to a Godzilla game unless it's the actual Godzilla game. It's fun to find games that you look at the title and you're like, wow, how am I ever going to remember this? And then you play it and it's just such an amazing game, and it's like, man, I get so excited to get other people to play it, see if they love it as much as I do. Anti-Frode is saying you had ever better luck getting into the vaults if you're dressed up like Godzilla or Jimmy Page. Somebody's going to those lengths, dress up like Godzilla or Jimmy Page. You know, I've trying to think who's actually been into the vaults. It's maybe one day we'll do a tour. I would rather just get them all out for everybody to play, though. We just need space. Space, always the huge issue. You know, I think it is almost that time, though. We're going to wrap up the stream right here at 6. Todd saying we could shoot a video of the vault and just tarp them all. I don't have enough tarps. But that is going to wrap up the stream for today. We're gonna try to limit the videos to about an hour. So I definitely appreciate everybody joining us for today's Monday Mystery Game number 751. Beastbusters Second Nightmare, released from SNK back in 1999. Again, in an original dedicated cabinet, original guns, original everything, beautiful monitor. Thank you, Todd. Thank you, CNK. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, Tim C. Philly, thank you so much. Nick, have a good night. Hope everybody joins us next Monday. Daz, thank you. Minimal Noir, Real Hammer Billy Lee, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for being here. A lot of fun as always. It's been great talking with everybody. Excited for next Monday. Again, it's going to be, we're on a roll here. We want to keep putting out some killer games, doing some killer events. So thank you. Tall Nova, thank you. CJRK guy, thank you all. Thank you all, everybody, for being here. Highlight of it. Thank you for saying that. That means so much to me and everybody here. Jeff, sorry about that. Rehab Submarine, thank you. Definitely great time as always. Until next Monday. Again, don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. Thank you, everybody, being here at the arcade. We will see you all next Monday for number 752. and the wrap-up of everything that's going on here at the Galloping Ghost Arcade. Until then, thanks everybody. This is Doc Mac from the Galloping Ghost Arcade. We hope to see you around the arcade soon. Thanks a lot, everybody.